Alright, today we're going to be taking a trip to the grocery store. I'm going to show you guys what I buy and how much. And then we're going to take all the food back home. I'm going to teach you how to prep it, clean style, and then we're going to pack it so that you can travel really light with your food. Let's go! We're going to be visiting Ralph's, and we're going to get our protein and our vegetables and a couple things here. So when I'm not on prep, an easy way to stay on track and a tasty way is to come to the deli section. They have like different salads that you could use. I usually get this kale salad or this superfood salad, and then I'll get some shredded chicken and I'll just throw my 4 ounces of chicken onto the kale, and then there you go, there's your meal. On my off time I go there, make some quick decisions, and that way you can save time and stay clean. These are awesome. They're 0 calorie. If you have a craving, you take a little sip and you're good. 0 calorie. I like the black raspberry, coconut pineapple. Stay sane. For today, I'm going to teach you how to prep some fish. So let's just see what they have, and then we'll go with the flow. They may have tilapia, they may not. Sometimes they ran out. We'll get some cod. I like cod a little bit better these days because I've eaten so much tilapia that I'm a little bit sick of it, but it does the trick. Good prices on tilapia. Check the date. Okay, what's today? The 4th, so this is the 6th. These ones are looking pretty good. Oh, that's some cod. I like cod better. It's already ready to go. We'll take some cod too.
You guys having fun?
Yeah, we're having a good time. How are you doing today?
Good.
That's a big ass fish.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that big ass fish back there? So we got our fish. I probably got enough fish for like a day or a day and a half, you know, and I like to buy fish fresh because it's a little gross if you don't. I like to cook that more often than I do with chicken. If it's chicken, I can cook the chicken and leave it in the fridge for 3, 4, 5 days even. But fish, I like to eat it, you know, every 2 days. Get some new fish. So also we're gonna get some egg whites. Oh, loading up on the egg whites for breakfast. This helps me stay on track too. PB2 is great. Get your taste for the peanut butter and less fat. PB2 helps you get that peanut butter craving out of the way, because you know, bikini girls be having peanut butter cravings. Oh man, this shit's good too. I bought this bottle one time after a competition, and I ate it in like a week. It was really good. Coconut macaroon. Damn Nana, Kim Nana, teaching me about butters. They have all kinds of flavors from Pam now. It's pretty cool. But I like to get the coconut oil and the butters. I don't think I'm going to even buy rice cakes, because rice cakes have become a problem. Rice cakes are like candy now, you know? Oh, let's get some veggies from here. But I like to keep some frozen vegetables in the fridge, in the freezer, just for those days that it's tough to actually wash and cut, and we're so busy sometimes we can't even do that. So better to get frozen vegetables than canned vegetables. So I can get these French style green beans. And a couple bags for those days that it's tough to get in the kitchen. Oh, can't forget your Mayo Energy Crystal Lights. These kinds of things really save you when you're having cravings. I like this one, cranberry raspberry. I also like this. This is not Crystal Light, but I prefer this brand, this Kroger brand over Crystal Light. It tastes better to me. Peach, get yourself some peach iced tea, you know. 10 cal for one 16-ounce drink. And then when I'm in the off season and I want to stay clean, but I want to have a treat so I can feel kind of normal, I'll come get these Carb Masters. I won't get them today, but these Carb Masters are awesome. These little tricks help me just to stay in shape and have my, my sugar cravings fixed. It's 1.5 grams of fat, 3 grams of sugar, 4 carbs, 9 protein, and so it's really low on the carbs and the sugars, and you can have a little yogurt, feel kind of normal. Make sure you drink your gallon of water every day. Load up on a couple of these alkaline waters. I think sometimes I come home from the grocery store and I have like 5 bags of groceries, and I'm wondering if my neighbors are like, damn, what is she eating? What is all that food she's getting? It's just her there. If I could get sponsored by I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, that'd be awesome, because I'm kind of addicted to it, and I won't touch it now, but when I'm prepping I use it. I use it a little too much, but I love it, because I can't believe it's not butter. All this stuff, no thank you. Protein bars and protein shakes, and check out how much fat is in those things, and sugar and carbs. Make sure you read the labels when you're shopping. You have to learn how to read labels and understand macronutrients and what's in everything so that you're making the right choices. It's always best to kind of stay on the outside aisles of the grocery store where all the food is fresh, and sometimes they don't have labels for that. For if you're going to buy fruit, you're going to have to look that up online. There's plenty of sites that you can do that. Cucumbers are a great snack. Actually, I like the Persian cucumbers, a little smaller. Kind of just keep them around for an extra snack, a filler, something to crunch on. Okay, I'm not buying fats today, but if I was, I'd either buy some almonds or some cashews or some avocados for my fats. That's what I would use most of the times for fats. This next few days I'm kind of going a little lower on fats just because I see that that's where my body's at, and I want to do that to kind of give it a little bit more of a push. So my fats will all come from the protein, the animal proteins that I'm taking in. There is this ice cream, Arctic Zero ice cream, if I can find it. Let's change the label on this. But this is new, cookie dough chip. It's 75 calories per serving, 300 per pint. So if you wanted to get down and eat the whole thing, you wouldn't have to feel too bad. Like it's the same as having a serving of regular ice cream, which is a half cup is a serving, compared with this much. I like to feel full, or like I ate a lot when I had some dessert, so I usually go with something like this. Not today, but it's good to curb the craving. Maybe I will get one, just in case. Can I just take one bite out of it, you think? I think I really need to try this cookie dough. Never mind. I might have one bite of that. I'll give you the rest. So I'm not too picky with my oats, and because I'm always short on time, I gotta find the quickest ways to make everything. So I like my quick 1-minute oatmeal, by Quaker Oats. That's what I use. I don't get all fancy with the steel cut. I love syrup. I love pancakes. So I gotta have syrup in my life. So when I'm not prepping this strict, I'll get a sugar-free syrup. For example, Mrs. Buttersworth sugar-free syrup. It's only 20 calories, and that's for like a fourth cup. And so you can have your syrup craving, and you'll get used to it. It doesn't taste like all sugary like a regular syrup, but it helps you get by. Bye. All right, just recapping from our grocery store trip right now at Ralph's. We got some lean proteins. We got fish, tilapia, and cod. I got some green produce, some asparagus, broccoli, and what else did we get? Some Pam for cooking. And then we're going to take this stuff home now and show you how to prep it, how to season it, what kind of seasonings I use to kind of stay on track and keep calories low, sodium low, and we're going to be on our way now. We're back in the kitchen and we're going to start some meal prep. I'm going to show you how I cook my fish, my tilapia, the cod, and the broccoli, the asparagus, how I season it, and to keep it all clean and ready to go for competition prep or life prep. All right. To get started, just go ahead and put your oven on 450. And I like to use about 3 pans. I usually use enough for the fish. I might put some sweet potato on it too. I put a little foil on all of them just to kind of keep it clean. Just like that. And next I'm going to use a little Pam spray so that the fish doesn't stick. Got my coconut oil pan. Whoop. Alright, so we're good to go right there. And then get your tilapia fish, your codfish, whatever you're using. Tilapia and cod is the lowest in fat. I think cod is the bombest. It's not as fishy, but I'll do a little mix of both. So this is the tilapia, and it's real simple. I just lay it out right on the pan. And we're just going to season it. This is probably going to last me for a day and a half, maybe. The cod. Don't nobody like no skin. Alright. Sure you wash your hands so you don't get sick. Keep everything sanitary and clean. You don't have to have a fancy kitchen, meal prep, but you gotta have fancy meals. Okay? Okay, next I'm gonna season it. And I use Mrs. Dash while I'm on prep. Miss Dash has no sodium so that you don't have to worry about the bloat from water. And I like the chipotle and the spicy flavors. Those are my favorite. And I season it pretty heavily. I like that spice in my life. Now I'll mix them up. I put the chipotle and then I put the spicy. And a little pepper, like a little ground pepper, black pepper. You know, you don't have to keep it so bland. You can spice it up. You can use onions. You can use jalapenos. You know, stuff that's healthy, nutritious, low in calorie. You can spray a little. You can use a little olive oil if you want. And normally I'd put some garlic powder, but I might have a friend coming over, and if you have friends, then you might not want garlic in your life. Alright, so the fish is ready to go, and I just pop it right in the oven, and I'm going to let it go in there for about I like mine a little bit more crispy, a little bit more well done. I'm not really good with a softer texture, so I leave it in there for about 40 minutes at 450. Okay, next I will get the greens ready and the sweet potato. So we got 2 sweet potatoes here. Make sure you wash them real good. Potatoes, sometimes I'll cook them whole like this. Sometimes I like to, that was a bad part of the potato. I don't like that. Sometimes I like to slice it up like this. And then they come out kind of crispy, like almost like chips. It just gives it, a different shape, something fun to do. But for this time, I'm just gonna leave them whole like this, and I have my foil right here that I already sprayed with Cam, so I'm just gonna lay that in there, and I'm gonna put the sweet potatoes right on top, like that, and we're ready to go. I'll leave my sweet potatoes in there a little bit longer than the fish, probably like an extra 20 minutes. I like it to get crispy and caramelized so I can have that sugar, a little more sugar taste, a little sweeter. I'll put these on there too. No reason to waste. Okay, so I've got the fish. That's so fast. The fish and the sweet potato. I just washed, seasoned, put them on a pan and threw them in the oven. So now the asparagus, make sure you wash it. Got a little asparagus, we got a little broccoli. Usually the ends of the asparagus are really tough and you can't eat. I'll just cut those off and throw them right away. When I prep food for travel, I prefer to use broccoli because I can cook it just lightly and it still tastes good to me. But it has it keeps its crunch texture. It's a little bit harder, so it doesn't get all nasty in your bag or while you're traveling. But I'm gonna make some asparagus too because I'll be here and I'm prepping also for today. So you can cook them whole like that. My favorite is to cut them up kind of small and make them bite-sized so everything's just ready to go and ready to eat. I don't like to be cutting stuff up when I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry. I want to just put it in my mouth.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yep. That's what I said. Put it in your mouth. Alright, so I got the fire started on the pan right there. Sprayed my pan. I use pan for everything. And I'm just going to drop the asparagus right on top. And then again, if you want to season it, I use the same seasonings for everything. The minced dash, pepper, black pepper, sometimes cayenne pepper, because I like things spicy. If you don't like it spicy, you can use lemon juice, you can use garlic, onions. There's all kinds of different things you can use. If you're not concerned with sodium, use hot sauces. You can use Walden Farms dressings and syrups. You can usually find those at Albertsons, sells Walden Farms products, and there's a few other products like that that kind of give your food more flavor and spice so that you don't have to be too boring. Okay, and then the next I'll get the coffee ready. If you're eating sloppy, you're probably going to look sloppy. And if you're eating clean, your body responds. It's cleaner. It's going to be tighter, drier. And it's going to get more shredded if you're doing the right type of workouts and eating the right food. I'll stir it up here and there. All right, chopping broccoli. For travel, I actually like to leave them kind of thick and long. Again. It just stays more crispy and it's better for traveling. The asparagus I notice gets kind of soft and then I don't want to eat it once it gets soft and it gets a little soggy and I don't like that. I like it kind of crunchy. So I leave the whole thing, the whole end of it. And let's get another pan. Get that ready for the broccoli. Little pan. You can also roll it in the oven on a pan too, if that's easier, if you want to throw everything right in the oven. So that's the broccoli. We've got the broccoli set up. We've got the asparagus set up. We've got the fish and the sweet potato set up. And we're going to be ready for the next phase here in a little bit once it's cooked. I'm going to show you how to package it for traveling to make it a little easier. Instead of using Tupperware, sometimes Tupperware suck because they take up a lot of space. And if you're traveling in a plane, you want to make enough space for the rest of your stuff, like all the clothes that you bring that you're not going to wear. So you want to save space, and I'll show you how to do that next. All right, so our asparagus and broccoli is all finished. It only took about 5 minutes to 10 minutes, unless you like it crispy like I do. It's a little bit burnt, but turn this off the oven. Everything is ready. Here's our tilapia. A bit crispy, but that's how I like it. I like it a little more dry. Ooh. And here's the cod. And then we have more tilapia right here. When you weren't looking, I seasoned the vegetables, but I seasoned them just with the same Miss Dash seasonings that I put on the fish. And the sweet potato, I believe, should be ready. Let's check it out. Just stab a fork in it, or a knife, to see if it's all soft and it's ready to go. Okay, so I have everything all cooked. The fish, the sweet potato, broccoli, and asparagus. And I'm going to show you how to pack it. First of all, if you're weighing your food out, go ahead and use your scale, like the one I have here. Weigh it out. Make sure your portions are correct. I do a lot of eyeballing because I know what I'm supposed to eat. I know what 4 ounces of fish looks like. I know what 2 ounces of sweet potato looks like. So for now, I'm going to take the fish, kind of break it up like that, or you could break it up even more and have them bite-sized, ready to go. But I'll put about 2 pieces of fish in there in a Ziploc bag. Get yourself a big Ziploc bag count from Walmart, wherever, and you put your fish, put your crispy broccoli, a couple broccolis in there, so you got your greens, your lean protein, and we have the sweet potato. I'll probably cut the sweet potato up just a little bit more, like that. And I use my hands, because who cares? They're my hands, I'm going to eat it. And then, make sure you take out all the air, make it airtight, lock it up, and you have your meal ready to go. And it takes up a lot less space than using any type of Tupperware. For example, I'm about to use these Tupperwares. That's going to take up a lot of space in my bag. If I use this bag and I put Tupperwares like that in there, I'm only going to be able to fit about 8 Tupperwares, about 8 meals. But really, this is the size of my meal, and I can fit a lot of these. So when I travel to Vegas or whatever for shows, I pack like this, and I feel like 3 days worth of food in this bag, in this open bag. And it's just a lot less to carry without Tupperwares. So just use these Ziploc bags, and then also you can use your Ziploc bag to put your oats in. Oats you do want to measure, but actually I know how to eyeball oats too. See, 1 handful like this, and then half is a 1/3 cup of oats. I know the size of my hand. I got this, that's a 1/3 cup of oats, and you can just put your serving, whatever it is, a 1/2 cup, a whole cup, and just roll it up, make sure it's airtight. There's still air in this one. So airtight. And then you got your oats ready to go. If you have different measurements for different days, get yourself a little marker and write on the bag. 1/3 cup oats, 2 ounces sweet potato, 4 ounces tilapia, cod, whatever you're doing. You can label them so that you don't get confused if you have different measurements. Now you guys know a compact way to pack your stuff, and you know my strategy for packing while flying and staying on your clean diet. I hope that helps you guys. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen, and I'll see you soon.